ABC 15 breaking news.
It's going to be a long night, and there's no doubt a Phoenix officer is in the fight for his life.
He was just shot in the line of duty this afternoon in Laveen, and it appears it was all because of a stolen gun. We start our team coverage tonight at the live desk with Katie. What are you hearing?
And immediately the officer's friends and family rushed over to St. Joseph's to be by his side. The police chief there as well. We even saw Mayor Greg Stanton walking into the hospital right there. That's where ABC 15's Kim Tobin joins us live with more. Kim?
Katie, good evening. Very, very grim situation here right now. The official word from Phoenix Police is that this officer is in critical condition. We have been seeing so many officers making their way in and out. Their face is very grim. A very serious situation here right now. Again, Chief Yanner expected to update the media in about 15 minutes or so. We do want to get to some video right now. We want to show you what we shot here just a little bit earlier. We watched the Phoenix Police helicopter land not once but twice today. PD confirming that family members are being brought to the hospital here for this injured officers. Our sources telling us that the officer's wife was airlifted to the hospital here at St. Joseph's. Again, dozens of officers making their way inside the hospital. We have seen such a great showing of support this afternoon. So many police cruisers lined up outside the hospital right now. Katie, like you mentioned, again, Chief Yanner here and Mayor Greg Stanton. We saw him just for a brief moment as he was making his way into the hospital. I do want to read you a quick tweet right now. He said, "Right now, like all Phoenicians, I am praying as hard as I can for our officers shot in the line of duty today." Again, this officer in critical condition back out here live. We are all preparing for this afternoon. Again, Chief Yanner expected to update us any minute. As soon as we get that, we will bring it live to you. Katie?
Kim, thank you. And we know so many of you at home have questions about how this all started, how this happened. How did the officer end up here? That part of the story starts at 51st Avenue and Baseline, and ABC 15's Joe Bartels has been tracking that for us. He joins us live. Joe?
Katie, we just got some updated information from some sources close to the investigation telling us that the officer was possibly ambushed in this shooting. Let me get out of the way and get you a live look right now down Baseline, and the scene has condensed just a bit. Some of the police vehicles are now moving further down Baseline away from us, and the gridlock that we saw earlier, not the case. Perhaps the word is getting out to avoid this area and people are heeding that warning. But let's take you right to the scene here with some brand new video we just got in here. This is close to the home where this shooting happened. Now, as I said earlier, sources are telling us the officer was possibly ambushed and the suspect was hiding in a minivan parked in the front of a driveway in front of that home. The officer was shot and again is in very bad shape, and the Phoenix police chief we just heard did give a briefing with his squad mates at the hospital, and police have basically taken over Baseline as they conduct this investigation. Sources told us earlier that this was a burglary call around 3:15 this afternoon. A father reported his son had basically stolen his gun. That's when Phoenix police showed up to that home, and then the shots were fired. So there's still a lot of details to be sorted out here. Phoenix police will be out here for quite a while while they sort out all of these details of exactly what happened. We are expecting a briefing. However, we're told that may not happen for quite a while out here on the scene. But do keep in mind that Baseline is shut down in both directions, and 51st Avenue is the only real artery here going north and south in this area for the next several hours. Katie?
Joe, thank you. As Joe mentioned, a briefing from the sergeant out there, and also we're expecting the briefing from the police chief. As soon as those happen, we'll break right back into our coverage.
Meantime, we've been digging back into our archive to see how many officers have been involved in shootings recently.
And as of February 21st, we've counted at least 10. 2 in February were deadly. And in Phoenix, in those cases, the suspects were killed. After that, there have been about 2 every month involving different departments. Of course, the most high-profile shooting, the Philip Brailsford case in Mesa. We have much more ahead as this investigation takes us into the night. Be sure to download the ABC 15 mobile app for all of the new updates.